talk to Hutch.
All
I
right.
can only I'm allowed to race in them if I know the host or if I host it myself and someone invited me to go race. So I want to try out my new little buggy.
All right. Sounds good.
All
As
right,
long as
all
as
right.
long as I don't see that stupid club getting those crazy fucking times anymore.
I
Okay.
heard the
I
club's a
would
C
reckon you
class now,
should be
so you should
racing.
recommend me using the club.
You should be racing in A though, because B
Yeah.
is more entry level.
So I had a big debate with Hutch about this. I'm not gonna lie. I really don't like that concept. Like I'll listen to whatever you guys say, but I really don't think you should be trying to decide like a skill level of drivers because it's gonna create like a environment where when people are losing too much to a specific person, they're gonna try and kick them out. And I understand like the reasoning behind
But
it,
the
but I
guys in
think
B are
like
newbies.
No,
Most of them
that's
are
not what we're
newbies.
they're not
saying.
all newbies though.
No, but they suck at driving. Okay. I mean, you're clearly an
Yeah,
above
but
average
like
driver, right?
yeah, no,
You're always
like
gonna
I
be at
said,
the
I
top of
understand
these.
the point. Well, I think out of my last like seven,
The thing is,
the best
right,
I've gotten was like third. But
the B scene is a place for people who are new and people who are getting their feet
well,
wet.
I
right?
don't. Why does that have to be that way though?
Because
I
it
know
should be
like
like that.
GP
It's a
has
good way to
B.
separate it, so they can work on their shit and not get trounced on by the same people over and over again, and have a chance
Yeah.
at coming to the front of the pack.
Sure, but then once they get good, they have to go to A, right? And then they're just going to get dominated by A racers, and they're
And
gonna
then
be.
they're gonna get used to driving and learning more. You know, the thing is,
Yeah, but I just
when
think
Goofy
that their
showed up to the
mentality-
scene,
Well,
I was getting fucking
why
dunked on
shouldn't
by
you
him.
why shouldn't you be racing in A though? Why don't you want to race in A?
I mean, the only reason I raced a lot of Bs this week is because I didn't have an A and now I have one. But I mean, some of the cars are just fun to drive. Like I have a little buggy now that I want to go drive when I want to go
If you
driving,
jump into
you
a
know?
B race every now and then, that's fine. But you're just being in them all the time and then
No,
being at the top of the pack is
I
too much.
understand. Yeah, I know. Like I said, the only reason I was doing them like exclusively was because I sold all my cars. Now I got this one. So
All right,
I'm
but you
fine.
know why it doesn't look good, right?
No, like I said, I understand the reasoning, but I don't agree with it still because I think like, well, as long as you're okay with people hopping in or like friend groups like going to race bees together, I feel like it should be an outlet or like a fun place to go race.
It should be a
when
fun
you
place to go race.
don't
but
feel like
it's not
driving
going to be
a-
fun for those people when it's the same guys at the front of the pack every time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
I think
like
I
I said.
think you know, if you host your own B class races with, you know, A class racers and like, you know, high skill people, and you want to have like fun in cars, that's not an issue. The issue is like in just the general public B races, you know, you being in them, right? 'Cause you understand what I mean? Like if you put up your own B class race because you wanted to race your little buggy, and then you grab some other people to do it, that's not an issue. I don't think that's what the issue is here. Because I get it, you know, it sucks kind of racing one class all the time, right? You might want to just like venture into the other ones. We're not really concerned about that.
Yeah,
It's more so we just want like the general B class scene to be full of people who are learning and getting their feet wet, you know. But I totally
yeah. I
understand where
mean,
you're coming
if
from.
that's how you
wanting
guys want
drive
it to
these new
be,
cars.
that's fine. Like I'm gonna listen to what you say, but yeah, I do like the idea of driving, you know, different types of cars. Like I even want to do D class races, and I don't want to have
That's
to
great.
deal
I
with
don't think there's
politics
an
of
issue
like
with
if I
that.
go race a D class car against other people in D classes, that people are gonna be like, you're too good to race a D class. You
Who
know?
gives a fuck? But we're saying it
Yeah.
as it is. It's not. It's
I
not so.
understand.
It's not so black and white. We see what the B scene is and what it's about. You know, we just shouldn't.
You have to
ruin that.
also understand that I was in the B scene before all of this happened. So like, I don't know. It
Yeah,
definitely pissed me off.
think you
and,
have.
like,
I don't think
know
you
a lot of
have
the people
ill
in the
intentions,
scene.
but
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's just,
I know you've not got ill intentions, but you got us. You know, things. We just don't want to sour that scene. At least, I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of getting tired of telling people how things should go in the scene, but at the end of the day, you know, there's a lot of people that I don't know.
Yeah, I just think it's a hard thing to enforce. It was my main argument that like you're gonna deal with like, for example, there's a girl named Lilac and she started racing B. She's very good, and like if people complain because she's too good and she's just getting into racing, like I don't know. I feel like it's gonna turn off people from racing as well, and it's It's a whole mess. I'll leave it to
She
you guys to
wasn't.
deal
She
with
wasn't
judging.
kicked from racing. We got her a car and we moved her up to the next level. You know.
Yeah, it's just like, but then if she what if she wants to race her Sultan, right? I don't know. It just feels a little shitty to me, in to some people. Like, I don't mind not being able to race it. I think the general concept is the thing I have the problem with, that you're gonna have to individually pick and choose like people coming up through the B scene and tell them like, hey, you shouldn't be racing.
People can't give them moderate themselves. I don't race in B class scenes because, to be honest with you, I don't belong in B class races. I'm too good of a driver, and it would be a completely dominating experience. It wouldn't be fun for people, so that's why I don't go to them. I understand that you want to go to them, but we need to have some restraint and protect what is essentially like a newbie zone. It's like the tutorial for racing.
Yeah, it's just I guess when I got into racing, it was a different vibe of like putting in your work, and I got my fucking teeth kicked in for like a month and was always last place, and like I kept racing because I wanted to race, not because I was placing. But it's each their own. That was like my issue with it, I suppose. Like, I raced because I wanted to race, not because I wanted to place, you know?
Yeah, I understand. Like I said, we don't think you are like trying to fuck people over. It's just,
yeah, I understand.
There's a vibe that we're trying to protect. You know what I mean?
Yep. And if I do B class races, I'm just gonna like have fun, mess around with lines, and not try and place too well, and just
It's not about
hang out with the people I like to hang out with.
You don't just throw. It's just.
Well, I mean, there's no
about
point.
The guys that
if I go there in an equal car, like I 100% will win. That's why I kept all my cars.
That's the point we're making.
Stock.
Like, why is it fair for those guys?
But that's why I like sandbag my cars, like, for the most part. Like, I had a club, which was very good, but at least it was stock, and there's like a bunch of people with fully upgraded cars that are much better, right? But yeah, I don't really want to argue about it. It's just I understand your point. I'm kind of over it. I just won't race Bs unless I'm with my friends. That's all.
Yeah, just host some B class races with your friends, and you can still race those cars. But anyways, I think we're spinning in circles at this point. So
yeah, it's an interesting topic.
Yeah, I understand. Let's go sell a car.
Oh, let's do that.
Let's go get a seal.
Get May her car.
All
right, May, it's time to explain to you.
I don't know. All I was
contract
hearing there
that's
was kind of
fucking
me. I want to race.
Come with me.
It's just us. I'm just like, we're just saying, look out for the little guys.
Time to sign your soul.
Kind
to
of
the
what we're
devil.
saying.
That's right.
Even if there's no ill intent, it's kind of a.
Have a seat for me, please.
Okay.
Wow, look at right on time. My lovely assistant is going to be here to help me explain the contract to you.
All right.
I'm here. You summoned me.
Yes, you have been summoned. So what we have here, her name is Mayumi Himura. She's going to be purchasing an S15 today, and we're going to be going over the sales agreement with her.
Oh.
Alright, so here's what I'm going to do.
By the way, just a heads up.
Your
Hey.
copy, but this
The
is going to be,
GTR,
a copy for
we
you to
can't sell it
read
until the one off the
while,
wheels patch.
While my sister here
Oh, yeah.
prepares your
Mary told
specific
me.
copy.
It's-
Oh, all right.
Unfortunate. I tried going there. Winning it. That would be great, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that would be great.
Alright, if you just go ahead and look at that,
Yeah.
it's for your eyes only.
But yeah, thanks for the heads up.
All right.
All right. So this contract is pretty long, as you can see. It's 4 pages.
Yo,
but
Fobs of the
it's
6
very,
months,
very
appreciate that.
important agreement. Obviously, as you understand, we have an interest in protecting the value of our vehicles for consumers and to protect
Also, the best of
image.
these MBs starts the bike, gives them a
we are
head
going to
start.
be asking you
Yeah,
to
I mean,
sign
it's
the
kind of like
document,
Charles
which essentially
knows.
allows us the right to purchase your vehicle.
Charles
if you decide to
knows
sell
that
it,
the
we
people
get
in
the
B
first
aren't
choice
going to
of
be on
purchasing
his
it,
kind of
okay?
skill level, right?
So obviously there's going to be the
It's kind of the
simple
attitude you need to
boilerplate,
go into Bs
information
with.
in here, your odometer disclosure, warranty, all that stuff. We'll get to it. But I'm going to start off with the most important things. When
You also
sign
shouldn't
this
be throwing at
contract,
the same
you're not
time
gonna
as
be able
well.
to
Like
sell
if
your
you
car
want
within the
to
first month,
enjoy your
Not be
racing, you don't
sold.
enjoy throwing. You shouldn't be
If
throwing
you do
just
sell
because
the vehicle and you
you wanna
break
be a
this
part of it.
contract, then we will be able to regain and go after you for any penalties that are
Racing with
incurred.
Judd.
Okay, which
Yeah, it's like
makes sense.
Judd's never gonna have
So
the
if you
chance
die,
to come at the
or
front.
if you gift the car or
if
anything like that
he-
happens,
like, you know, the
it
top
counts as
dogs
a
are
sale
there.
of the
If
model,
the top dogs come
and the
along every now and
contract
then,
will be
so
signed
for
by
a quick
whoever
race or
receives the
whatever,
vehicle.
or it's
Okay.
it's the top dogs racing together in a B, I
You
think that's
understand that?
fine.
Yeah, I'm reading through it right now.
All right, cool.
And
So if you
Chip
look at
helped
section 2,
start
this is
that
the right
B
of
class
first
scene,
refusal
and you know,
agreement.
Chip's not the best
This is
racer,
essentially, to boil it down, going to
so
outline
it kind of tells you what the B scene's supposed to
the
be,
actual
be
material
like, right?
times
So when
and then
these
the
better
reasoning as to
racers
why
come
this is
along into
happening.
the B races,
So
it
for the first
kind of
section, as you can see in number 2, for the first 6 months of owning the vehicle, we have the option to repurchase the vehicle at its market value with a little bit of adjustment, obviously, because prices can change, they can go up. So if you look at addendum A near the bottom, you can see the actual market value and how it fluctuates. But we'll go into that in a little bit. Okay. So if you do decide to sell the vehicle, then you'll need to let us know.
yeah,
and we
Chap's
will
great
have
people. I just
10
think
days
I'm just trying to tell them,
find
like,
and come up with
you
an
know,
offer
look
for
out
you.
for these
Okay.
guys.
If we fail to make an offer and exercise our right